I'll do one more little update video. Today's Thursday, and you saw I did. There was so many good things I could have put on video today. Because a real quick thing on David Martin. David had that MRSA infection, which is serious, and he had holes that he didn't realize were like in his leg because he has a bad back. He was never really able to check himself. So before the last few days before David actually went to a hospital, he was kind of like, he felt he was delirious. David doesn't watch my videos, and he was telling me, because we were at the nursing home, and he got released today. So we spent a little more time over there, and he was apologizing, and Jackie was like, oh, we got so much done today, thank you, John, because their vehicle's not running. I said, no, that was fine. This was what we were supposed to do today. This was God's will for today. And when I picked up Andy very early today, we were going to go help over there, not knowing David was going to get out today. I just have not visited him. But he tried to, it was interesting because when we left, he went, some of the people he prays for, one man named Forrest. And before we left, he said, I got to go say goodbye to this friend, John. I said, yeah, that's fine, David. And he prayed for him in the room, and he was laying hands on the people, praying for them. And and now he was talking about, we're going to have to do nursing home ministry. I can go down there, John, and it doesn't cost me any money because I don't have the money and I can go and I could share. And I told David multiple times, I said, David, I used to do nursing home ministry in Kingsville at 2 different nursing homes. I told him that a long time ago. I said, yes, that's a good ministry. And he was wanting just for me and him to talk. And we had just a few minutes when we went back. They got like a smoking area. And he said, he said, John, I was, turning down the ambulance when they came to get me. And now I'm afraid maybe I'm, delusional, is what he's saying. And he says, maybe I wasn't thinking right. And now I'm afraid, I'm worried. And I told David, I said, David, it's also natural for us as men, or maybe women to not want to, go to the hospital. I said, I'm like that myself. And I encouraged him. I said, yes, sometimes we don't want to get checked, and we're like that in general. That's how we are. So I just told him I didn't think he was, he shouldn't have worried that much. If you need treatment, yes. But I said a lot of people turn it down, and he also was forgetting things. But it was a good experience because I saw how all the people, the nursing home, all the people I talked to today when they came out, a lot of them were, like this, almost like the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson, that old movie, and Nurse Ratched. Those of you from the old generation remember, some of those people there were talking like that. Like they won't let us smoke long enough. And they warned David. They told David, they said, they had talks with him like, there's a meeting. They actually said it when we were there. David Martin, we're going to have another meeting with you. He says, no, I'm already released. And they told him, they said, we see you like as a ringleader, kid you not. And you're stirring up all of the people against us. And, you're like a ringleader. I don't think he was lying, because I could see how, some of the nurses were like, there's that troublemaker. It was funny. But David was so excited on the way home, dropping him off just an hour ago. He's like, John, I can go to the nursing home, and, I can go back and visit. And he will, because we did that before at a little nursing home thing at Memorial Hospital, where he met some friends when he was working with some guys at that area. And so it was good, and it was good that I had Andy with me all day, because it was just good, and we didn't plan on doing that much today. But I did want to share those few, just like this last little update. I felt that was good to share. And remember the scriptures that my friends quote. You know, remember it. Andy quoted that verse on the earlier video. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. And so even those scriptures you hear my friends quoting off the cuff or whatever, those can be like words that God has. So I was going to almost stop by the water and do a little update like that. But I wanted you to see, you know, get a little feel. Okay, a short video. And then I think tomorrow I have the teaching video, which I did with the nephew, which is little Charlie. I did that the other day, but I had to add some verses. God bless everybody.